Good afternoon, everyone. As previously stated, my name is Lisa White, and I would like to say a huge congrats to the RHS class of 2020. As some of you already know, I will be pursuing degrees in music education as well as theater throughout the next chapter of my life. With that in mind, I was planning to come up here and sing an original song that captures how crazy our high school experience has been. But Jalen and I sort of already did that, so I have to stick with tradition on this one. Here goes. Motto. Everyone has some sort of motto for their life. Walt Disney's was, if you can dream it, you can do it. The Roman poet Horace came up with carpe diem, or as a newsie would say, seize the day. One of the most well-known is Timon and Pumbaa's Hakuna Matata. My favorite is Rhinelander High School's Hodag Strong. Freshman year, Hodag Strong simply meant surviving the first day of high school. It meant trying new things, joining your first club or sport, meeting new and old friends, and most importantly, finding a good table in the lunchroom. For some of us, it included gathering up the courage to ask someone to the homecoming dance. For all of us, it included trying to stay calm during times of turmoil, such as when you enter your social studies classroom with an excused tardy note, and instead of throwing it out or pocketing it, your teacher decides to eat it. Sophomore year, the definition of Hodag Strong began to change. With 1 year under our belts, we were practically pros. But learning how to drive in snowstorms, competing in FBLA DECA competitions, and adjusting to new teachers, and for some, taking our first AP class, showed us just how important it was not to let go of our motto. Junior year came along and suddenly we needed Hodag strength more than ever. A full schedule of AP classes, jobs, college applications and tours, running for select positions in clubs, the ACT, the makeup ACT, participating in sports, the responsibilities of being upperclassmen, and even the stress of fun events such as Powder Puff, Spike, and our junior prom made each of us thrilled when we reached June 8th and could say goodbye to junior year. However, despite the trials those 3 years gave us, nothing could have ever prepared us for our senior year. What began as the time of our lives has ended as a time we will never forget. We missed out on a lot of experiences. Final home runs that will never be hit. Hat tricks that will never be kicked. Aces that will never be served. PRs that will never be set. Holes in one that will never be celebrated. Solos and duets that will never be sung. And our last dance that will never be danced. Clubs never got to hold their final elections. Campaigns were put on hold indefinitely. Huge class projects that had much time invested in them, like Mr. Dorhurst's building, were left behind unfinished. Even the simple everyday things like final runs with your friends to Dunkin' or Quick Trip before the start of school, or lunch picnics in the football field, all became fond memories too quickly. We never got to walk through the halls to say our last goodbyes, to hug our teachers and all the other RHS staff members who went above and beyond for us. We were denied the chance to return to our first schools where it all started. There were a lot of experiences our class missed out on, but after observing our community's reaction to the abrupt ending of our senior year, I can confidently say that we are the definition of Hodag Strong. Our class has been through a breakout of pertussis, saying goodbye to nearly 10 beloved teachers, a canceled school trip abroad, and a global pandemic. And yet here we are. Despite all that has been thrown our way, we are still standing here in cap and gown. So, RHS class of 2020, as you move on in life and are faced with new challenges, never forget that you are Hodag Strong. Thank you.
Yeah, girl. Nice job, Lisa. That's my niece.